And as you prepare yourself for this helpful, enjoyable, relaxing experience, I'd like you to once again make yourself comfortable as you can. Just begin to allow yourself to relax. And if you haven't done so already, you can let those eyelids close and take in a nice deep breath. And as you exhale, you can feel yourself sinking deeper and deeper, becoming more and more relaxed. And just let yourself focus on the reason why that you're listening to these words. Let yourself focus on why it's important to you to be more in control of your attention, and why it's important to make this change, this upgrade in your life. Because there is a certain object that's been stealing away far too much of your attention. And maybe it's even been disrespecting your time, your precious time, and taking you away from your ability to be calm, present, and at ease in your life. And you can use this session now to free yourself from that old automatic behavior so that you can reclaim your mind, reclaim your energy, your ability to focus, to improve the quality of your life in many different ways. And as your mind sees those ideas floating by, just get a sense of choosing to make this change in yourself and in your life. That's right. Focusing on it more and more and even more as you bring yourself fully into this moment with absolute focus and clarity, a powerful sense of laser focus, inner commitment, decisiveness, purpose, saying yes to making this change now, making this upgrade now. As you give your conscious mind the gift of complete rest now. Rest from needing to do anything at all. This is your time for yourself, because the part of your mind that makes a conscious effort, it doesn't need to try here. And it doesn't need to try not to try. Just as you can understand and digest the meaning of these words effortlessly and naturally, the way you can dream dreams at night without ever trying to plan those dreams. And you can make changes inside yourself where you naturally and spontaneously grow out of an old habit that no longer fits who you are. And your ability to relax more and more deeply with each and every out breath being an opportunity to let go. Let go into comfort and rest. It's something that your inner mind understands already, because rest and relaxation is natural and healthy. And this natural capacity within all of us to unwind after hard work, to unwind after intense concentration, to give ourselves space to settle down and settle back inside, to rest and recharge. It's something that we've done since the very beginning. Imagine a person so long ago gazing into the flames of a flickering fire, there beneath the stars, absorbing the warmth of the flames, the smell of the smoke in the crisp evening air, taking time to relax completely now and allow yourself time to wander and drift without needing to do anything at all. So free, completely free to take all the time you need to rest now. And the facial muscles can relax and soften as the jaw muscles loosen. That's right, relax the jaw now. Relaxing the top of the head, the neck, the shoulders loosening. As you slowly and smoothly breathe out and let go inside. That's it. And a wave of comfort flowing down through the arms, into the hands. That wave of comfort moving into the fingers. Relaxing even deeper still. Letting go of any remaining tension. As that wave of comfort moves down through the chest, through the core of the body, allowing yourself to be supported by whatever it is you're resting on. And those legs feel comfortably heavy. And you let a wave of deep relaxation flow all the way down into the feet and the toes. That's it. And you can find yourself wandering back into times of deep enjoyment, deep connection, times of ease and fulfillment, perhaps even a fond memory from childhood, maybe playing a game, absorbed in a hobby, laughing with a friend, really remembering the reality of that now. A time that was free from any digital noise. That's right. And there is a pleasure in having your mind and your life free from digital noise. Having your mind and your life free from that endless online chatter. Free from that phone. there's a real sense of relief and a pleasure in freeing yourself from all of that. And as you allow yourself to re-experience now another really enjoyable time in your life, maybe strolling along somewhere, maybe a really enjoyable evening with someone very special, where your connection with each other was what was most important. And you can allow yourself to experience this feeling, this connection, this fulfillment all over again. And as you relax deeper and deeper, you can notice what it's like to have your mind clear now. That's right. To do deep, focused work, to clear away the distractions, a clear workspace, maybe a clean room, a clear mind, just the task you're working on, and how this allows you to accomplish so much more, to really do your best work. And that cell phone or even that laptop, it can begin to look like a doorway into a world of electronic racket, of online confusion, maybe even virtual hustle, a realm. That's right. That phone can look like a window or a door to a realm of distractions that pull a person away from being present. This doorway can take a person to an overwhelming volume beyond human processing capacity. It can feel like it's all too much sometimes. That window into a world of virtual chatter and endless noise and unhealthy comparison. It can begin to look very separate from you. You can see it over there as your mind is putting space between. That's right. As your mind is putting a healthier barrier between you and that screen. That's right. Maybe your mind can get a sense of unplugging something. Sometimes appliances need to be reset or moved around. You have to unplug them from the wall. Or that good old Wi-Fi router likes to be unplugged sometimes. And you know that feeling of getting a firm grip on the wire and then disconnecting it. That's right. And if you had a plug in your hand that connected you to your phone, that connected your hands to that screen of your mind, Perhaps you can get a sense of disconnecting that wire from the screen now. You can feel that tension as you disconnect that plug now. And suddenly you get a sense of power inside. That's right. Because when you were plugged into the device, it may have been taking more than it was giving. And a person doesn't have to subject themselves to a person who takes and takes and takes. And a person doesn't have to be plugged into any content that takes and takes and takes. I am speaking to you, the subconscious mind, and that space between you and the online world, that space can grow appropriately now. That's right. And it feels good to have a healthy amount of space, doesn't it? Maybe it's even forming now. I wonder if the space looks like a bubble. A bubble between who you are in real life and that artificial digital world. And that healthy space is growing now. And you can notice more distance, more mental space between you and that distracting world that is separate from you. That digital world over there, becoming tamed and contained. Because that online world, it can be helpful when you use it. But a person can notice now when that online world is using you. And it's not okay to be used, is it? I am speaking to you, the subconscious mind. And if it's helpful to make this a belief, you can do that now. Because it's okay to use technology, but you will not be used by it. That's right. Have you remembered yet that you are the user of the technology? That's right. And you can notice when it's time to put that space between you and the online world. And you, the subconscious mind, you know when it's time to disconnect. Disconnect from people or substances or technology that's hurting more than they're helping. Letting that healthy space grow now, more and more. And that feels safe. Being in control of your space is good for you. And inside your mind, that's your space, isn't it? And you get to be in control of it, don't you? That's right. And that screen, that noise, it can be turned down and it can be turned off. And there will be times when it will naturally be silenced completely or shut down. And you can do that when it's appropriate, whenever you want to reclaim your peace of mind, reclaim your presence of mind, so that you can fully focus on the task at hand, so that you can fully connect with the person you're with, so that you can fully relax into the experience of your life as it's happening. As you take command over your energy, your time, your life, and your attention. And you take command of how you direct your valuable attention by saying no to what needs to be said no to, and saying yes to what needs to be said yes to. And even in the more everyday moments in life, you can find that there is a power in just relaxing and being present. Being present with your life as it's happening, where you just allow yourself to breathe, just allow yourself to be, like gazing at the flames of a flickering fire there beneath the stars. Time out to be. That's right. And the online world can be undeniably useful. Like knowing someone, a person who can be very knowledgeable, but they have some personality flaws, like talking about themselves too much, taking over the conversation, and going on for hours if you let them. They might even steal your ear, so to speak, maybe even disrespecting your time, not even asking about you until you take responsibility for your time, respecting yourself, as you finally close down the conversation with them and make your escape. And that sort of person may have some redeeming qualities. They might even be someone you choose to interact with from time to time. But when you have someone in your life who's trying to grab all of your attention, it's natural to set up some boundaries, to create some distance between you and that person. Perhaps you can imagine that space between your space. And that's okay, because you can still be polite and decent with them. You can even learn some useful information from them sometimes. But you limit their access to you. because you control who and what has access to you. And that feels good to know, doesn't it? And as you protect your space, you're protecting your ability to be present now, protecting the garden of your mind. And that makes happy space available for those special people in your life that you want to give more access to. Not just being in the same room with them, but being present when you are with them. Being aware in that moment that it is safe to be here now. Protecting that healthy space to do your best work with a clean and clear mind, allowing more and more creativity for your hobbies and playful adventures, rather than just for that one attention-consuming acquaintance. And you can create firm boundaries now. That's right. And the sometimes helpful, attention-consuming online world, creating that space, disconnecting from any compulsions to look and scroll. And you can create a healthy separation between yourself and that phone. That's right. More mental distance. Getting a sense of that now. And as you drift and dream tonight, continuing to make this upgrade throughout the days and weeks as you tame it. You separate yourself from it, and you find you look at it less and less, and you get to keep more and more of your own energy, your own focus. And it feels right knowing it can be a useful tool, but not such a big part of your life anymore. And as it becomes more and more separate from you, less interesting somehow, like it's lost the power it used to have. And that can feel like a real sense of relief. And you can get a sense of how you did that here in the future now, having already made this change. The way you had deleted certain apps, maybe turned off certain notifications. That's right. Naturally becoming more present, free from that old habit, free from the need for endless distraction and mental noise, resting in some quiet time in your mind, in your space, noticing how life becomes more peaceful as you do, more real, more present, and you find you can concentrate more easily and be more aware of the moment you are in now in an ongoing way. And now that you've made this change inside, you can listen to this session again and again, and you can free yourself from that old way of being even more completely, and more and more. You feel better about who you are, and more. You become the person you really want to be, and more. You notice yourself making the healthy choice, and you know healing is always available to you, and you know tranquility is always available to you, and you are better and better all the time. And so it is.